Sports, what a time of year. What a game we're seeing from the Monster.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work on him in the second half.
Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Washington, and it's Reed in its center. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And so it's Hard who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Hard throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammate.
Washington, that's good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now, here's Milton. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The 3, Bridges, a rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
And it's Washington missing. The Knicks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. From past the arc, Bridges shot, good. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's Washington slamming it down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. Reed the pass to Washington. Doubled by Hart. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Bridges with it. 5 points in the game. Towns wide open. And another 3 for New York.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Hard against Washington. Pass to DiVincenzo. Banked in off the glass. DiVincenzo's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
New York calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack them bags.
Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. You look at Washington. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And here is Milton. Pass to Towns. The 3. And another 3 for New York.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. McDaniels, a screen on Hart. Washington comes to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Loved the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Now Milton pulls up. Off the left rim and out.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection, despite the miss.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Up top, Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Shoots over Washington. And it's Towns missing. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Bangs home the trifecta. DiVincenzo's got 8 points.
Great positioning. DiVincenzo stays ready to fire the moment he gets the ball.
Back to Milton. Pass to Hart. Will it go? Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Edwards finds Washington. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Knicks also changing it up. Robinson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Shake Milton. New York's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the 7th. And Robinson is right there.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Washington gets to Conley. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Washington. Spins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Clearly a foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in the paint tonight.
That free throw good from Washington. The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. Washington hits them both. For New York, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Here's McBride. Hasn't made one yet. Out to Bridges. Here's the 3. The rebound by Washington. Washington's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Puts up a 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Knicks. It's stolen by Randle. Dillingham with it. And there's Randle on the assist from Dillingham. Dillingham's got his 3rd assist on the night. There's 1:54 left to play in the 3rd. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bridges has got 8.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where's the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And it's Towns missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the middle. It's Washington slamming it down.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim route.
Just a remarkable, Jim. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Towns for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Washington's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And then Washington with the dunk.
Nice wrinkle in Randle's game. He can make that crucial extra pass when the opening is there.
launches a three. McBride's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Randall. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Robinson. McBride with the ball. Conley picks him up. Pass to Bridges. New York moving the ball around. Robinson passes to Bridges. And the Knicks miss again. Ingles against Clarkson. Count it. Washington's got 46 points.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
In the corner, it's Bridges. And just miss after miss right now. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's take a look at our assists of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Knicks shooting not great, 40% for the game. And on the floor for New York here on the floor. The forwards are Bridges and Towns. Miles McBride out there with Clarkson. And it's Robinson in at the center, locking down the middle. Clarkson for three. Clarkson missing again.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Washington, that's good.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
McBride passes to Bridges. Towns, a screen on Washington. New York, no good that time either.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Gobert finds Randall. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And the dunk by Robinson.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Washington. Stolen by Robinson. Clarkson looking for an opening. Pass to Robinson. To the paint. Here's Towns. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randall's got his fifth rebound in this one. McBride with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
2 points. That one goes. Washington's got 51.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Towns down low. Randall on him. Bridges misses.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. 11 feet away. Gobert pulls it in. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Minnesota. And it's good. 2 points. Washington's got 53.
Right, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Outside, Towns. Tipped away. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
The solo alley-oop, that's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
God damn. My boy.
New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Clarkson for three. Nailed from three-point land.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple, but let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Washington gets to Conley. Back to Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw good from Washington. Dillingham's checked in for Mike Conley. Then for the Knicks, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Shake Milton in for Miles McBride. Pass to Bridges. Towns dishes to Bridges. It's Hart on the wing. And the three off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Washington, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one goes on Anunoby. The first one falls.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Pass to Dillingham. But Timberwolves again can't hit.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Bridges, no one around him, gets the three-pointer to fall. Bridges has got 11 points here in just the second half. Anunoby against Washington. Inside. Gobert with the pass to Washington. Can't hit from in close. New York's gone a disappointing 2-6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Bridges. Towns has got 24.
Relentless effort from Towns inside, powering through the contact.
Washington. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter, and they pick up 2.
It seems like Bridges' confidence just grows every year, taking it right to the defender.
Pass to Anunoby. Randall with some nice D.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Washington passes to Gobert. Back to Washington. And yep, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
New York moving it around. A shot by Milton, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game 1 in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off.
Good! There's another.
I mean, when have you seen a player get this high in a playoff game?
I don't know, G.A. I know this, though. He now ranks 3rd all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning. Towns. Gobert with the block.
Stellar defense. Gobert will have them thinking twice about bringing it inside again.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Miller comes in for Dillingham. Bridges inside the three-point line. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals and 13 tries.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball.
Oh, my goodness, that is an outstanding finish.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Yet another bucket.
And he continues to move the needle, breaking his own record for the second highest points total in a playoff game. This man is on a mission.
He is a man on a mission. He just keeps going. Extra motivated to come up big in the biggest games. He has certainly done that tonight. A performance that will be remembered for a long, long time. Bridges gets to Towns. From outside, off the mark. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Outside Conley to the inside. He's it again. Wow!
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. We'll see you later.
Excuse me.
Austin, how's it feel knowing your client MP handed an undefeated team his first L to playoffs?
Oh, is that what happened? No, I'm just playing. No, it's certainly great for the brand. The ultimate underdog strikes again. What?
So that really all I am to you is a dollar sign?
MP likes to pretend like he doesn't care about money.
He's all right, though, y'all. I tried. Acting is not my forte.
It's
I'm
okay.
a hooper.
No, it's okay, but in all seriousness, I'm not surprised. When I first met MP, I knew that he was serious about, his craft. I mean, I didn't expect to be standing here 3 games away from a title in his rookie season, but, I knew that he was going to maximize his talent.
You got any predictions for the rest of the series?
Look, I'm not going to make any guarantees. I don't want to get y'all in trouble, but I will predict that MP when it matters most. I mean, this is a man who thrives in tough situations, in big moments, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon.
We just beat the brakes off the Knicks.
Wow.
The brakes.
That really touched here.
Great. I gotta take a call. You guys keep going.
No, on that note, we'll end on that. MP, out.
Yeah,
Really enjoyed it, except for the early starting.
okay, well, we're all...
Looking good, MP.
you know, with the mind of a DJ, yeah, everything I do is pretty tailor-made for the setting.
NBA players ever provided inspiration for your music? I know music has been intertwined with basketball culture, like you said. So how have you seen that grown in the past few decades in your eyes?
Well, you know what's interesting for me personally is, like, I started off my DJ career as a battle DJ, like a competitive DJ doing, you know, scratching battles and championships at a really young age. So I've always been really interested in hearing the stories of athletes, because I can relate to, you know, even just on a performance and concentration level. You know, when you spend months and months and months, long hours rehearsing, practicing, and just having one chance to deliver, and like all the way down to being able to tune out any distractions from the crowd and just like locking in and performing.
Yeah.
On that level, I could always relate to the stories of athletes.
You won the DMC World DJ Championship at the age of 15, super young, making you the youngest to win and the first Canadian to win. So congratulations for that. I know it's been a while, but how did your early success catapult you into the DJ that you are today?
You know, kind of overnight, there was people around the world that were hearing my name, were curious to see me play. I kind of had to, you know, take all of it very seriously right away. You know, like, if I took it seriously, it could really lead to a lot more, you know, and here I am, like, literally 28 years later, still doing what I love for a living, so I'm glad I took it as seriously right away.
Do you have any words of advice for people looking to get into the industry or become a DJ?
Yeah, sure. I mean, look, I think it's a lot easier than before to become a DJ, even as far as, like, getting the equipment that's needed. The challenge now is that there's so many DJs. Cut through the noise and get known. I think it's important to, one, like, really develop a sound that's your own and give out a clear message of what it is that you offer so that people come to you for a reason, you know?
A-Track, thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV, and everyone, make sure you check out the Season 4 soundtrack curated by A-Track himself.
Thank you.
The first 100 overall card is here in my team, and unlockable alongside 5 Dark Matter player cards in a brand new series of Greatness Challenges.
This is going to be a fun ride that you can tackle at your own pace, on console and mobile, containing some awesome rewards.
Greatness is a new section of the Challenges menu, and that's where you'll begin the chase for 5 new Dark Matter player cards.
This new set of challenges breaks down players by archetype, with a Dark Matter card as your completion prize for each set.
For each category, you'll unlock, use, and win with players as you ride up a ladder elevating from gold through Dark Matter.
Imagine the boost to your lineup when you add the shooting greatness of Dark Matter Steph Curry, Allen Iverson's offensive heat wave,
and also the playmaking of Larry Bird, Blake Griffin's dynamic slashing, and Kevin Garnett's lockdown defense. All are unlockable now.
And that 100 overall we mentioned? Well, if you prove your greatness with every archetype, you'll collect 100 overall Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade can do it all across the board. Get on your path to greatness now in the Challenges menu and be the best in my team.
This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Timberwolves come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the New York Knicks. The NBA postseason coming up next.
We are on the biggest stage in professional basketball, the NBA Finals. We're set for Game 2 on 2K Sports. Tonight could give us a picture of where this series is headed. And tonight, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the New York Knicks. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. We've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Shake Milton, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. And for the Timberwolves, DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Washington out there with McDaniels. And it's Reed in at the 5, down low. You take a look at New York, and they drop Game 1 of the Finals. How important is it for them to even this series now?
Yeah, it's big. If they can get this to 1-1 going back home, I like their chances. So a win tonight is huge if they want to lift that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Here's Bridges. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Washington. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. BA?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Milton. Towns outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Minnesota. You got to go back to the 2017 Warriors to find the last team that won 13 straight playoff games in a single season. These guys can tack on another and make it 14 with a winning performance tonight.
This has been mind-blowing to witness. We don't get streaks like this very often. As a fan of the league, you just have to sit back and enjoy the greatness you're witnessing.
Here's Anunoby after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Towns gets the bucket.
Towns is so dangerous in the paint. He's got the ability to just muscle through most any defense.
He gets it in there.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Hart. Back to Milton. Towns, right side. Double team on Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Milton with it. Checked by Washington. Goes up on the wing. And it's New York scoring again.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Launches it. Sinks the tray. Washington's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. He'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Knocks down the long J.
A capable shooter from the three-point line. I mean, Anunoby loves shaking free from the perimeter.
Reed passes to Washington. Hart pulls it in. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Bridges misses. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Edwards, a pass to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
You know, the defense locks so much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
That's good from Towns. On the assist from Bridges. Bridges has got 3 assists tonight.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Washington finds McDaniels. Washington outside. Down low. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Inside. It's stolen by Hart. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Pass to Towns. fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him. Timberwolves trail by 4. DiVincenzo pass to Washington. Fires from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Towns up top. Takes the 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has the effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Washington's shot is good.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Knicks leading by 5. Outside Melton. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. There's the triple. And again, New York with the triple.
Intelligent basketball. Hand.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for Milton. Randle on the screen. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose the dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
New York leading by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the monster in that last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He ended up with 70 points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double, and he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
Yeah, he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Clarkson. Kicks it out Towns. Fires for 3. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Washington outside. To the inside. And he's going for the lob. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Knicks leading by 3. Clarkson passes to Robinson. Doubled by Ingles. Here's Hart. Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Randall on the screen. Washington passes to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And it's Clarkson missing.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Randall, the pass to Washington. Randall, a screen on Clarkson. Here's Washington. Back to Randall. Banked it in off the glass. And now just a 1-point New York lead.
The relentlessness of Randall, R squared, taking on all comers.
Clarkson for three. The shot misses. Fires away from way outside. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. Back after this. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
So on the floor for the Knicks, they've got Jordan Clarkson, Gershon Yabusele out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Gary Payton II, and it's McBride in at the point. Randall, good.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randall, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Now here's McBride. Clarkson outside, pass to Yabusele. Hits the trifecta. Yabusele's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer.
And Yabusele slams it in.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Clarkson. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Nice change of direction with the ball and with the body. Nice strong move by JC.
Washington outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Randall, good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
New York has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And Minnesota with some changes. Clark comes in for Ingles. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Dillingham. New York also changed in and up. Towns, he's checked in for Yabusele. OG Anunoby comes in for Payton. And Milton subbed in for McBride. Now here's Robinson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Towns for 3. Towns making his mark from long range.
Hey, you know your center is a great shooter when your goal is to get him a 3. Towns can make those pay dividends.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Washington. Robinson with the block. Randall, good. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. New York has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And Anunoby finds Milton. go with a three, and the Knicks another three.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Washington passes to Edwards. And he goes in for the dunk.
Okay, was anybody expecting that? I know I wasn't.
I wasn't either. He may have even surprised himself with that one.
Takes creativity and spontaneity. The ability to make it up on the fly, that's special.
Oh, Towns showing that range.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustments.
Clark with the screen. Washington passes to Clark. Shoots over Anunoby, and Clark gets it to go on the assist by Washington.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
New York leading by 5. Outside Anunoby. Towns outside, fires the three, and again New York with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled. And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You gotta almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
To the middle.
Yeah, you know, Towns is a big physical guy, rugged inside. He uses that size to draw the foul.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Some changes for Minnesota. Nas Reed's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. New York also changing it up. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. And it's Bridges in for Clarkson. That one misses for Towns.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
New York leading by 6. Milton passes to Anunoby. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Milton passes to Towns. Work on the interior.
Towns can carry your offense in a way most guys can't. We've seen this movie before.
To the paint. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And here's Bridges. 5 points in the game. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do. There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. Anthony Edwards on top. Mike Conley is second.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
Milton with it. Bridges outside. The three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Washington's got rebound number 8 now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Pass to Towns. 4-3. Minnesota with a rebound. Washington's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And Washington powers it through.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much. That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And an Obi for 3. Sinks it from distance. And now it's a 4-point New York lead.
Anunoby uses his quickness and athleticism to make himself a force in transition.
The 3 from Washington. They grab their own miss. Reed, good. Reed's got 6 in the quarter.
Some loud hustle points right there. My goodness.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. New York shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it. Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Puts it up. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Washington's got 28.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight. And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. Getting it done from range. He's hit 6 triples so far. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points on the board in a hurry, Ernie.
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, they drop game 1. They go home for game 3. Kenny, how do they even the series?
To be honest, I wouldn't really know. I never lost a game one of the finals. Shaq, did you ever, I don't know, ask him?
Very funny. Seriously, though, it's just one game. You're in the finals, so get back to what got you there. Keep it up, Kenny.
A little spicy, Jet. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks. Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
The Timberwolves trail. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Nas Reed out there with Washington, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And the basket by Edwards.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Outside Anunoby to the inside. Hart. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards has got 6 assists now in the game.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Outside Hart. Milton with a screen on Washington. Hart against Washington. The kick out to Milton. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 3. Edwards finds McDaniels. Washington's shot is good. Washington's got 4 points this quarter.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Outside Hart. Bridges a screen on Washington. Outside Hart. New York, no good that time either.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses. Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest. And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ballgame right here.
Pass to Hart. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. New York, no good that time either.
Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing. And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Knicks trail by 9. Now Milton. Pass to Anunoby. They need this. Nails it from beyond the arc. Anunoby's got 9.
That's one of the things that makes Anunoby so valuable offensively. I mean, he's always a threat, even if he doesn't have the ball.
The 3 from Washington. And Milton pulls it down.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Oh, got that one up quick. Now just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. I mean, he can bounce, he can twist and turn, really good body control. Whatever it takes to score, he usually can make it happen.
Bridges outside. Takes a 3. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. And he's able to get it back. Towns for 3. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. For 3, DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards has got assist number 7 tonight. Knicks trail by 7. Towns outside. Puts up a 3. Connects again from distance.
I mean, he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Here's Milton. And it's in there. He has 6. Minnesota leading by 4. Washington passes to Edwards. Down low. The shot. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got assist number 8 here already in the game. The Knicks have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Back to Washington. It's rebounded by New York. DiVincenzo with a steal. And Washington powers it through.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover. And they're just not willing to give the ball handlers any breathing room.
Yep, that's what full court man-to-man is all about now. All pressure, all the time.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Minnesota with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. Ingles comes in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Left side, Milton. And he drops it in from the low post. Milton's got 8 points.
There you go. Bridges playing the role of facilitator. Boy, I like that.
Randle, a screen on Hart. Washington passes to Randle. And it's Randle with the jam.
And after putting it down, he angles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Pass to Bridges. Lets the three fly. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
They are just owning the boards right now. And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks. Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
One shot. Yabusele, he's checked in 4 hard. Here's Bridges. He's got 5. Anunoby on the wing. The 3. He buries it from 3. 12 points for him.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit. I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
It's Bridges on the wing. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Washington.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Shot is good by Edwards.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets. And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Robinson finds Anunoby. Robinson a screen on Ingles. Here's Anunoby. Stolen by Ingles. On the break. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Anunoby. Here's the 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The Timberwolves lead by 9. Washington passes to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And it's Washington missing.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Yabusele outside. Back to Bridges. Robinson, a screen on Edwards. Inside. That's good from Robinson on the assist from Bridges.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
And it's Washington missing. Bridges outside. The 3 is up. The shot no good. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Now here's McBride. So on the floor for New York, Gershon Yabusele out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's McBride in at the 1.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal. Tell you what, those are crazy numbers. Believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night. And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they play, and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Towns gets the bucket.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers. And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. The rebound by Yabusele. Knicks trail by 6. To the middle. And Washington powers it through.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
And I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And that one good. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Washington with the ball. Towns covering. Pass to Randall. Oh, deflected. Buries it down low. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Now here's Payton for 3. Can't get it to drop.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Here's Dillingham from outside the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Yabusele's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Payton. The 3 ball. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Now here's Conley. Back to Washington. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 3rd assist of the night. Knicks trail by 10. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Clarkson for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown. Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Hart comes in for Payton. Washington against Towns. And here's Dillingham from the arc. The Knicks pull it in.
Yeah, and the defense. And they showed it with that tight coverage.
Robinson is screen on Edwards. Clarkson passes to McBride. Towns for 3. Good! Another from 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
And some changes here for New York. OG Anunoby checked in for Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And Milton subbed in for McBride. Spins. Pass to Shannon. Back to Washington. And another one! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeed. Well done. He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long. Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Washington's shot is good.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now. Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes. It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Washington. Doubled by Hart. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Inside. Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss. You know, you got guys like this, they are a hard team to beat.
Hart can't hit. The Timberwolves lead by 8. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked. Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed comes in for Randall, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. And the free throw, no good. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Milton. Now Bridges, guarded by Edwards. Towns outside. There's the 3. No good. Minnesota leading by 10. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. And there it is!
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Milton. And just one more point would give him a double-double for the night.
He's made his presence known time and time again.
Towns cleared away by Reed. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Stolen by Bridges. Towns outside. Takes a three. And again for three.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans have never seen.
And that last triple means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Now Towns. DiVincenzo with the steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Edwards. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Boy, it's a big bonus for this team when Towns is engaged and making an impact defensively.
Yes, sir! That one's good!
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Shannon. Here's Washington. Let's loose for three. And got it. Another basket.
What an incredible scoring performance on the big stage.
Yes, making playoff history here, guys. He's in some elite company on the single-game scoring list. Here's Towns. Cleared away by Reed. And here's Washington. .105 left to play in the fourth quarter. Bridges pulls it down. And the Knicks shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient.
A game 2 of the NBA Finals has been decided. Now the team will be good.
He hits again.
Talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. Man, this guy is clutch. Minnesota with the ball. They've got a 9-point lead. It's stolen by Hart. They push it up 4-on-3. Cleared away by Reed. Here's Washington. From downtown. Knocks down the trifecta.
They got a big lift from the crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed. Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Oh, it's off! Here's Minnesota. McDaniels outside. Now Washington. It's stolen by Hart. From deep. Another one goes. Incredible.
He is scorching hot.
Well, I know this. He now ranks third all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2-0 now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Oh, we at the New York 2-0.
All right, here with special guest Deion Benjamin after MP and company secured their second win of the NBA Finals.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Deion, you got to tell us, man, you're an NBA skills trainer. You see anything in this series from a skills perspective that MP, might want to clean up?
Oh, lots. But I don't want to give the opposition any help, so I'm going to keep that to myself.
Come on, chill, bro.
All right. In all seriousness, the growth that MP has shown from high school to now is mind-boggling. I mean, y'all should see some of the tapes he sent me from his freshman year.
Wait, you saw those? I thought they got, lost in the rough.
Oh, they did it first. But until your parents sent me that tape from Burlington Prep, I was like, who is this kid? How come I never seen him before? So I started scrolling back through my DMs. I'm talking years back, just to see if I missed something. And there was a kid who kind of looked like you, but he was much shorter and had a hideous hitch in his jump shot.
Okay.
Man, I had to do a double take. I couldn't think he was the same player.
I just needed a little guidance.
I'll say, but that just goes to show you. You never know what the future holds. And you could never count out a dude like MP, someone who wants to smoke. There's tons of players with natural ability who shy away from the big moment. Not MP. He wants all that smoke. That's why we standing here today.
Yes, sir. Hey, MP, out.
Oh.
Appreciate it, Zan. We good?
Absolutely.
Good game, MP.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, I love a good egg. How'd you get out? I'm a fishing pole. I hear you, but sometimes you need.
Back to New York. All different ball. Excuse me.
What's up, MD?
Knickerbockers.
Not my scene. I like to be able to finish the deck. What's your new cheers? What am I thinking about? I don't know. Like, spinning twice as much as a silent one. Like, last time maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna go you're right now. I think we should try to smoke first, advisors, and do the challenge. I don't know that. Our families would be together. This one here almost same. Swimming. Okay, that's because I think to go on the radar, but 30, 40 minutes. I'm good. So yeah, let's try some light up at the first, or underwater 3 sugar.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into Game 3 up 2 games to none. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Knicks. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
A 2-0 start to the finals. Things could change direction here in Game 3. 2K Sports brings you NBA playoff action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Washington out there with Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And for the Knicks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. You look at the Timberwolves. They took care of business on their home floor, up 2 games to none now here in the finals. Now they're looking to get at least a split out here on the road.
And the way they started this series, I sure wouldn't bet against them. They look focused. Oh, boy, do they look hungry.
And that one drops for him.
This is showing the versatility of Naz Reid. Yes, he can make buckets from 3, but I like when he goes to work inside.
And here's Brunson outside. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from me.
Pass to McDaniels. Pass to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Brunson. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
McDaniels outside. And Reed has it in the corner. Towns with it, and it's Reed picking him up. Hart the pass to Brunson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 6 points.
Well, the high-value three-point shot from the corners. Jalen Brunson steps in and knocks it down.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Now here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Hart outside. Brunson against DiVincenzo. Brunson right side. DiVincenzo with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Washington, that's good.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Now, here's Bridges. Brunson goes in. The kick out to Anunoby. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
DiVincenzo passes to Washington. And stolen by Hart. 4-on-3 break. Brunson with a clean look. And another 3 for New York.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Again, it gets to DiVincenzo. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Now here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Hart. And again, it's New York.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Now, here's Anunoby. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Down low, Washington, and the layup's good off the glass. Washington's got 12 points in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for OG Anunoby, and Jordan Clarkson in for Bridges. Minnesota also making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randle comes in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Fires for 3. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Here's Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. They get the rebound and finished off by Gobert.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 4. They're coming to this game after losing on Saturday.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Here's Robinson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Randle kicks to Edwards. Pass to Washington. Back to Edwards. And uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Knicks trail by 4. Runs in the pass to Towns. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Washington, and he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Every year, it seems like Randle's playing with more awareness. That's why you can now run the offense strong.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, is all yours.
Hey guys, the monster in that last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He dropped 69 points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And the basket is good. Brunson's got 11 points.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Gobert with a screen for Washington. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Knicks trail by 8. Hart outside. Back to Brunson. There's the triple. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 6 rebounds here tonight. That's good from Randle on the assist from Conley. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Knocked away. Stolen by Conley. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Washington out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Dillingham, then it's Conley, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Bridges. He has yet to score. Fires from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. They are clearly on a special postseason run. One that you can certainly call historic at this point, as they've won now all 14 of their games coming into this Game 3 of the NBA Finals.
Here, I mean, they've swept 3 teams to get to the finals and are now just 2 wins away from completing a perfect postseason and hoisting the Larry O'Brien. You know, Kevin, a full 16-game sweep of the playoffs sounds kind of sweet, doesn't it? Do you call that a Sweet 16? I don't think it's ever been done.
The Timberwolves shooting their first foul shot of the night. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Knicks. There's Clarkson. Bridges outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Randle, and he uses the glass on the lane. Randle's got his second bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Yabusele. Bridges outside. Back to Yabusele. On the clock. Anunoby, good.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Washington passes to Gobert. Over in the corner, Randle. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Clarkson. Stolen by Conley. And it goes down 2 points. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Mike Conley out in transition on the break, eager to help his team convert. Nicely done.
Clarkson outside. Here's Yabusele. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 8 rebounds in this game.
You have got to be kidding.
Talk about taking things into your own hands. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And so Mike Brown calls a time. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And the Knicks making a change here. Towns is checked in. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Randall against Anunoby. Bridges sets the screen for Anunoby. From the arc. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Minnesota with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. To the middle, here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more insane.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still without a basket. Inside, shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off their power, you've got to love it.
To the inside. It's Washington slamming it down.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now, here is Robinson. Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. Towns finds Clarkson to the paint. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson knows who he is, a vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
From deep Washington, that's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his 7th assist here tonight. Knicks trail by 18. Towns a screen on Edwards. Bridges dishes to Robinson. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Clarkson. And then for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Randall. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. Shot clock at 5. And he gets it to go. Brunson's got 13.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Reed with a screen for Washington. To the middle. And Reed throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
For New York, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Bridges outside. Brunson surveying the D. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Washington. And Edwards with a clear pass to the basket.
Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony.
And so here is New York. Bridges left side. Towns wide open. The kick out to Anunoby. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Anunoby. Towns has got his second basket.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Now, Washington, he has 30. That's short off the rim.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
On the wing, Bridges. Edwards defending. No one covering. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. guard. He's checked in for the Knicks. Minnesota also with the sub. Julius Randle's checked in for Washington. We've got 1:18 left here in the second. Outside Edwards. Randle outside. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 13.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Randle. Now Reed. A 3 for DiVincenzo. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Brunson against DiVincenzo. And it's Brunson missing. Here's Edwards. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the score for a reason.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Timberwolves ahead, just dominating this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the New York Knicks.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. Fellas, this is where they want to be, up in the finals and up big at the half.
You know what, Ernie? You could tell. They can smell that Larry O'Brien trophy. Now, it's all about finishing.
Yeah, I've been in their position a few times. They're tired, but also focused. Locked in on that final push to get that ring.
And if this first half is any indication, they're pushing strong to that finish line. And by the way, Kenny, what does the Larry O'Brien trophy smell like? Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. What a game we're seeing from the Monster.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at center. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And the Knicks with possession here. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. It falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. 11 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, the very definition of a stretch 4 or 5, whatever position he happens to be playing, Cat can space the floor.
Washington passes to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. From deep, Brunson. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no good.
Edwards, no good. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Bridges. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Towns a screen on it. 6 to shoot. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Shoots the 3. Hart, no good.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Now, here's McDaniels. Washington, that's for 2. And again, it's Minnesota.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
For New York, they've got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker with the break. Anunoby outside. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Off target from three-point range. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Washington, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Pass to Hart. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. McDaniels finds Washington. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks shooting at a 40% all in all for the game. DiVincenzo against Brunson. Hart the pass to Brunson. Inside. To end the cold streak. Towns, no luck. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. McDaniels. It's rebounded by Anunoby. New York with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Hart, that's good.
And Josh Hart, a threat from the mid-range. The defense, you don't want to let him get comfortable. That's his spot.
It's Washington high post. Hart's there. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. McDaniels is screen on Hart. It's Washington slamming it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Brunson. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Always assertive off the catch. Dante doesn't give the defender time to react.
New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Runs in the pass to Bridges. Towns at the elbow. A rebound by Washington. Washington's McDaniels gets a wide open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Towns sets the pick for Brunson to stop the run, and he sinks the layup. Brunson's got 15.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Washington passes to Reed. Towns with the steal. Hart outside. Sinks that one from the post. He has 6. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Doubled by Hart. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Reed the pass to DiVincenzo. From deep Washington. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Pass to Towns. This one for 3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc. 2 in each half, making an impact.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. For the Knicks, Robinson comes in for Josh Hart, and it's Clarkson in for OG Anunoby. The Knicks shooting the ball at 42%. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. To the inside. Randall throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Randall's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. Clarkson taking his time here. Towns for 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Clarkson outside. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Timberwolves passing it around. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets on the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Conley, the pass to Washington. Down low. To the inside. It's Washington slamming it down.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. The Knicks making a switch here. Hart's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Shannon's checked in. Here's McBride. Anunoby outside. Hart with a screen on Randall. Anunoby outside. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. 4 for 9.
We know Julius Randle can score, but that scoring ability will be set up by that kind of play. What a pretty pass from the big man.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Knicks. And he banks in the lane.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Washington passes to Clarkson. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Here's Clarkson. Lays it up off the glass.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Gobert finds Randall. Back to Washington. Randall with a screen for Washington.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And here's Clarkson. Hart outside. Connects from three-point range.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Picked by Randall. Washington passes to Randall. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Randall's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Hart. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up.
Well, there's a toughness to Josh Hart. You don't mess with him from a contact perspective. He will absorb it.
Cause their minds wasn't ready. Call me dirty, call me cheddar, hustle boy, mama, father, brother, friend, just don't quit, yeah, call me Trump Turner. I feel it when I spit it, beats, it's the game, I'm fitted, boss and beat a damn city, so you know I have it tilted, with swagger from the dagger, breeze up beyond my banner. Washington, Angela, make it harder than Atlanta. Forgive me if I put up on the city, call I wish you would. Don't be mad at me because I'm on that bitch, you wish you could. Yeah, honor. Don't do they got time to play the game. LUCIOUS.com. Slugs that drop, get rid of smoke, weed smoke. This bit is pretty one, but the business top spot. Pulling up in the big high rock spot, big down the line, big back of the big love spot. Still with the cats, folks slug when they ride and die. Rich city, keep it full of bling. I'm smoke to the cats drop, to the last drop. Shot ready, come in my piece, so my lips, my beginning and ending. Don't you cry, cause bomb and die. You grab my wings across the sky. Had that motherfucker chopping top, throw on the lip, take that ride. Give me an ass up, let's go. Nothing's got to go, let's reach out. Off the night, off the night. You know, look it up and go with the dick out. Some like doing something, you know, drink up in my cup. Wake up, cake up, you know, drink up in my cup. Breeze up, roll up, you know, drink up in my cup. Put it in the air, yeah, you know, drink up in my cup. Breeze up, my goons up, you know, drink up in my cup. Wake up, cake up, you know, drink up in my cup. Breeze up, roll up, you know, drink up in my cup. Put it in the air, yeah, you know, drink up in my cup. Place your block, keep it locked, I never go set things block. You know, with it, keep it top notch. Place it like kids, I know that after dark. Black in the bag, never gave it up. It is no down the range, never heard no keep like a fire to shit. Made something my mouth and go in the lane. We did this behave and shake it, fake it, know what they wanna be. When I act like a thug, so they think I'm sluts. Beat this bitch, where you gonna be? Come with me, though. I'll put some smoke, I'm on this. I'll put a cool, cause I'm gonna stay low. I go to the streets, and you know that things are wrong. I'm not there, trying to get that bitch through dirty Jersey. Have to get caught for every lot, so I'm going out faster below the mercy. If it ain't running for the horse in the street, you cannot walk and fumble, stumble, or rumble back to eat. When the street be ready for the rumble, freeze up my goons up, drink up in my cup, wake up, cake up, no, drink up in my cup, freeze up, roll up, no, drink up in my cup, put it in the air, yeah, no, drink up in my cup, freeze up my goons up, no, drink up in my cup, wake up, cake up, no, drink up in my cup, freeze up, roll up, no, drink up in my cup, put it in the air, yeah, no, drink up in my cup, freeze up my goons up, no, drink up in my cup, wake up, cake up, no, drink up in my cup, freeze up, roll up, no, drink up in my cup, put it in the air, yeah, no, drink up in my cup, freeze up my goons up, no, drink up in my cup, wake up, cake up, no, drink up in my cup, freeze up, roll up, no, drink up in my cup, put it in Into the dance of the family picture. Ride with the man so we take it deeper. Charlie gets the one of my son that blows the mind. Charlie does this type of thing time after time. If it hit like slugs, leave it on repeat. Lucious is the one that gets on about this thing. Press release, and if you're done, get with the mind. Charlie twist the words and make a one shot spot. If it hit like slugs, leave it on repeat. I can hear myself, but I can't feel myself. I want to feel myself like tweet. If it hit like slugs, leave it on repeat. Lucious is the one that gets on about this thing. Press release, and if you're done, get with the mind. Charlie twist the words and make a one shot spot. I put that push in the post. Now we talking that much. I spin the block and check the tires. Now I'm up in the bush. Rocking the touch. Charlie the flip. Took a look. Better establish, you need to catch on, bro. When it comes to this books, automatic so high. Office of theft, you can't call me bastard. Charlie in the so good.
Two shots.
No good on that.
Now the intensity, the toughness, the absolute ability to play bigger than your size. That is Josh Hart.
Mikal Bridges checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Miles McBride. Minnesota also making some changes. Joe Ingles is checked in for Gobert. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Randall. Pass to Washington. Shoots over Anunoby. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Brunson finds Towns. Bridges outside. New York missing again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find...
Into the dance of the family picture. Ride with the man so we take you deeper. There's the one got something that blows the mind. Charlie does this type of thing time after time. Real niggas stack up and let the paper multiply. I see them overrun like Lawrence Scott. See how niggas play this dumb. Playing both sides, oh, you a hero, huh? Frontin' on that stun, bitch niggas gets none. See how I ride, you know how I slide. I lay it straight right, toss me, dogs cry. When it's time to move, you know I'm on the floor. You can take them toss me, can't help it, make that sound blow. All my rhymes I play for them, my family gets a fuck about that festival. Live right to die, right, that's real trouble. Hear mama drama, yeah, it comes with the come. Come stopping me in traffic, freeze life and come. I be on that coach, yeah, LeBron, he can Sipping on that jet, leaning on that come up. No time for tricks. Quickly shaking stomach. Cooling on that finest blood that you got gold. Smiling in the dirt, and my story's untold. Put your own head on that. Don't say it, don't know where I'm saying it's doing that. It's never got to live it's doing that. It's doing that. Niggas, I know niggas on the run, so niggas doing that. Niggas never got real niggas doing that. Real niggas doing that. Niggas never lie. It's an eyes fall high. Homies up in the sky. Little brother on the hand. On the edge. Plug looking for went up with the 16. Drug deals go wrong. Made 4 cents off. Can't run too long. Sweating when the heat's on. I'm flowing bogeys, plotting on my next come. Hold a shot of me, ain't even pick a gun. Check Daniels, niggas mad scandals. I'm feeling dogs like a candle. These guns full of ammo. All these drugs got me paranoid. Feeling like a paranoid. I'm just trying to get this money, boy. This one was down like a smurder, boy. These murders, boy. Some of us doing like a murder, boy. We cover where the boy we keep your head up. It's on the setup, it's so deep you can't get up. Living every day like it's my last. You never learn from the past, now they throwing out a flash. High fuck, sipping brown water. But this standing really yours like a stepdaughter. Trying to get up on my feet, gotta get up off the street. Throw my feet up in the sheet, while the swat control the beat. People struggle just to eat, nigga, I ain't trying to beat. Cause they snitches when they speak, so I'm always on the creek. It's on the bucket list. I can count on one hand all the real ones I be fucking with. I can't call it brother more for. I'm a slave for these bags out that motherfucking explode. But we ain't all good and bad, good and bad. Niggas do it. Real niggas do it. Real niggas do it. Real niggas never die. Get your own shit on that. Don't say it, don't know where I'm saying niggas do it. Real niggas never die. Real niggas do it. Real niggas do it. I know that I'm done. I know that Real niggas never die. Real niggas do it. She love the fuck fast. We saw the city, she got hit it. I'm a new fool. Just mentioned going to the play diggers. Was he a Julio? Just going to the play diggers. But she rep that old school. But rockin' new school. She love the fuck fast. But I'm a new fool. I glory day, her glory hole until I hit fold. I split up back, she's looking back, but I'm in beast mode. She's getting money, I get money from the stack right. I fashion overboard at times before we sacrifice. It's that new age, new rage, new page. I pull her right and put her back into a new day. This ain't no Argentina, business shit. Girl, talking about the fucking mind your business, bitch. She love the fuck fast. We stole the city, she got it, but I'm a new fool. Just means she's going up to the grave diggers. Yeah, Julio, just going up to the grave diggers, but I'm a new fool. Yeah, Julio, she love the fuck fast. Yeah, Julio, giving her a heater. They hit deep, call them heat seekers. We stole the city, she got hitters, I got real bitters. They don't miss us, going up to the grave diggers. Grave diggers. Was he a Julio? Know what I do to him? Disrespect, I rip it off, they don't know what to do for you. She got different methods. All I know, I help your head. That means she never get the message. This ain't no body tribe, it's still they floating high. Plus I stole it from the east, call it Spanish fly. She love the fuck fast, we stole the city, she got it, but I'm a new fool. Just means she's going up to the grave diggers. Was he the Julio? Just going up to the grave diggers. But I'm a new fool. Was he the Julio? She love the fuck fast. Was he the Julio? Chevy beef? You don't think you can be a beef, does it? It's like,
Everything is extraordinary can be explained away, and yet it is true. Deep down in the this, everything we will see will have a basis in science, but it will have limits. This is the real world, not a cartoon.
To the east, to the west, from the north to the dirty, big shot so dead, like a pimp, Steph Curry. I'm the light to the light, innovation, no blurry. I'll be talking major, expressing your nuts, still scurry. Wanna ride, let's ride. I'm ready on the fly. I'm the heart of the city, and it's more than love pride. And my dogs died, watching tears of moms cry. We connected in the city, now you see this bitch fly. Charlie Lou, smooth, don't act like you don't know me, dude. I'm the fucking quiet one, my family is the one that's wrong.
He ready to go now.
You can do the math of block something, when and why we call it something. I'm a beast, stupid fuck, that means I mean it. And plans, fuck it, dog, yeah, my thoughts are mentioned.
We specialize in those individuals who believe they are supernatural beings. You believe you are exceptionally strong, but there are men who are as strong as you.
Those are hard, so I had them up the killer. Just dancing with the vibe, I'm just stepping through the rhythm. With the life, with the almost in the system. Shackles on my wrist, now I'm labeled in the system. I touch paper. My squad's on a mission. Plotting on my niggas, best believe we'll catch a vision. You want that grimy shit, I deliver no decision. Raspberry's bloody, I grew up in the jungle. I know a real nigga from the villa to the humble. Talk some real shit, don't make me spaz out. Never been a dummy, so I never took the crack route. Niggas started dying, so I had to let the cash out. Even up the odds, so the odds gonna even up. Charlie threw me on the track, now I gotta beat it up. New year, new me, old friends, who we never fabricate shit. My life's like a movie.
Whether pain, big eyes, and balls of confusion above your head. Oneself is contagious. And you are larger. Fighting for the broken.
I missed the go home because I smash hard. Talk to my president, his head is start to bleed hard. They was born soft, I'm just a different talk. Not to be cut because the boys born wrong. That's that John Wick because my word is sick. Never heard the click, but it's in your soul link. Boss move, so you see the damn ball shoe. Only the baddest chicks can catch a ball groove. Highway riding, rim steady shining. I pull up the favorite first chick. Yeah, she put the damn jump in. She taking the Lucian home. She call it luscious. She got a pack of dope friendship. I call it team luscious. So what the fuss is? Oh, you can't get in this, you don't fit in here, but my family's called a team religion. We don't play with pigeons. You either do the work, there's no honor or mentions. That's why I'm here like, no, he didn't. This just told me to on this. So I'm coming on this long blow shit. Man, that means that the time alone. So I teach you guys on that shit, yeah. Really gonna try you off this. Keep guns, we try you off this. I delete every time you dog. That's when you're gonna see that I'm done with this shit. Switch whenever like a motherfucker's thinking about toes. The results won't be like how about me, cause they all look like I'm out in a go. Clean beans, bringing on the 3-5 right. So right, nigga, we are all those right niggas. Be in town to beat the sights, nigga. Hold up. My son got close when they don't come close enough. So simple-minded and mentally blinded, trying to fix all they fucked ups. Yeah, when I used to treat chicks, me kills once a year, yeah. Then I took over this whole game without me getting my spear wet. Fuck around, some drugs, brown in the time, but came back to the street like 95 was acting and with a tick and it's set. I'm letting me, I'm letting my do what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell them it's close to break, it's close to rock, what I told them, that's right, that's right.
Something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
And here's Brunson outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Washington's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Randall with a screen for Washington. Back to Randall. And the rejection by Towns.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
Bridges kicks to Hart. Brunson the pass to Bridges. And here is Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brunson. The shot's good. Brunson's got 20.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Stolen by Brunson. And on with a clear path to the hoop. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Hart. Hart's got his 3rd assist on the night. Minnesota with the ball.
And Game 3 of the NBA Championship Series is all but in the books. Congrats to Carr and Porter tonight on an outstanding effort and a well-deserved victory for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this is going to put them on the brink of a sweep in a championship. Just one more win, and that trophy will be theirs.
And I think they'll get it in Game 4. They are on an unbelievable roll right now, and I just don't see anything slowing this group down. If the momentum was going to change in this series, I think it was going to happen tonight. Instead, they put the hammer down and already have one hand on the trophy.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Monster.
Boy, this guy's energy and effort.
finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Brunson outside.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in game 4.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for game 3 of the NBA Finals. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. See you next time.
All right, we're here with Mr. and Mrs. MP after their son notches his third win of the NBA Finals. I got to ask y'all, when did y'all know MP was capable of something like this?
Last week, maybe.
Oh, stop.
No. Somebody's got to keep him humble. I mean, he's got Xander over here following him around like he's the president of the United States of America.
Hey, who knows? One day I might be. Hey, MP 2044.
Okay, MP. MP's always been passionate about his interests, so it's no surprise to see him rise to the top of his profession like this.
Okay, thanks.
If y'all don't mind me asking, what were some of these other interests before basketball took center stage?
Complaining about what's for dinner, refusing to go to school unless his favorite socks were clean.
Right.
Why do y'all feel the need to keep bringing up things from when I was like 4?
I'm still scarred. Hey, you were real pain back then.
Oh, you were. Will you be nice?
Get him.
MP used to love to draw. He would sit at his crafting table for hours, coloring and sketching. And this was at about 6, 7 years old. And most kids at that age, they can't even sit still for 5 minutes. But he had this incredible level of concentration. It was really impressive.
And then he started playing the piano, and that was a nightmare.
Whoa. No. Let's be honest. I was nice with the piano. Nice.
Now you are. But it took you 2 or 3 years of banging away all day long, hours and hours.
Obviously, I have the most supportive father in the world, as you guys can clearly see.
Hey. Like I said, we just trying to keep the kid home.
Yeah, I don't miss anyway, so just stay on the we're still arrogant that sometimes I want to call you with your bag. What do you try? I have a really good for us. I want to convince the GM to get more